Our girl Solange recently disclosed that she has several chronic illnesses, which many believe are her karma for the voodoo things she has been tampering with over the past few years. In fact, a few years ago, a woman accused Solange of being a witch, so it appears that all the African witchcraft she has been tangled with is finally catching up with her. People dragged the poor woman for filth and even accused her of racism. But since then, there has been concrete evidence that suggests that Solange might actually be a witch, and individuals are now speculating that her recent life-threatening illnesses are something that the entire family, including Beyonce and Miss Tina, have been doing for years in order to empower their spirit and get away with the alleged despicable things that they do. Simply her retribution for the harm caused by her witchcraft recently, Solange opened up about her chronic illnesses in a comment on a post by popular model Sean Ross, who was coping with his traumatic COVID experience. In an attempt to show her support and help Sean not feel so alone in his struggles, Solange shared some important details about her own chronic illnesses and how. She said, "I'm sending you so much love and strength, seen, and to everyone in the comments who is struggling with the debilitating, confusing, and lonely symptoms of PS. I was diagnosed with MCS and PS Trog friends in 2018, and I can truly relate to not wanting your health to define who you are. These wonderful people were an amazing resource for me, and I am incredibly thankful for the Spoonie community for supporting me during my periods of total uncertainty. For those unaware of these ailments, I'm sending you lots of love." A persistent illness known as postural tachycardia syndrome, or PS, produces excessively high heart rhythms when standing or sitting up. The second ailment is a chronic autoimmune disease that results in malfunctions in the glands that produce moisture in the body. Mast cell activation syndrome, or MCS, which causes a person to have severe allergic reactions repeatedly, is the third illness. Although many people were shocked to learn of this diagnosis, they weren't overly shocked because she had to postpone her Afropunk performance in South Africa in 2017 due to a life-threatening health emergency. Instagram post that said, "I'm still unsure of what I want to say and how much I want to share, but it's crucial for me and the people of South Africa, a place that holds great meaning for me, to understand why I won't be performing at Afropunk on New Year's Eve. For the past 5 months, I've been quietly treating and working through an autonomic disorder. It hasn't been an easy journey for me. At times I feel cool, and at other times I don't feel fashionable at all. It's a complicated diagnosis, and I'm still learning how to fight so much myself. But at the moment, my doctors are refusing to let me travel for such a long time and perform a demanding show right after this." Solange didn't elaborate on the specifics of her illness, but she stated that she had an autoimmune disorder. That was sufficient to convince people that it was serious because autoimmune diseases impair the healthy operation of vital organs like the heart, intestines, and bladder. However, here's the thing. As soon as Solange disclosed the specifics of her illness, people became messy online and began at once attributing her illnesses to her long history of African witchcraft. "When I first started creating, I was literally fighting for my life in and out of hospitals with dwindling health and broken spirits, asking God to send me a sign I would not go through." She allegedly engaged in witchcraft in 2021 when she posted on Instagram about how much she prayed to God to help her fight her illness. In exchange, she would drop all the witchcraft she was messing with and step to the light. Only survive, but that if he allowed me to escape alive, I would enter the light, whatever that meant. He started talking to me half the time, and I had no idea where it was coming from. All I knew was that I had to open the door and honor it. I didn't see anything I had imagined, and I had no idea who I was talking to. When I listen back, I hear a woman who didn't know what the journey was about or why. One day, I'll share with you the days I've had since I opened this door, the things I've discovered, and the lifelong healing that this endeavor has taught me. Once you open that door, you can't go back. The stories of my history that I survived and stored in my body until it said no more, the relearning, the reckoning, the witchcraft claims got me started on the path to the great divine joy and love. Even worse, a girl on TikTok posted a message accusing Solange and Beyonce of engaging in witchy activities. She said that Solange had a witch altar and that in 2018, when Solange attended the Met Gala, she brought a bottle of Florida water, which is notorious for having some evil uses. But that's not all. She added that Solange has chosen to stay in New York, Orleans, because she feels a connection to it and since it is known for its witchcraft.
I think our witches, Solange Knowles. To be honest, I do think Beyonce and Solange are both very witchy. These things run in the family. But I hesitate to do a video on Beyonce because a lot of the information that I would find would be that lady accusing her of hexing her. Solange has posted pictures of her altar on her Instagram, but since has deleted the posts. You see her here at the 2018 Met Gala. The theme was surrounding the Catholic Church. And she carried with her a bottle of Florida water. I feel like this is paying homage to voodoo being tied to Catholicism. Not to mention her living in New Orleans, which is tied in voodoo. Now, she seems to delete a lot of her posts, but I did find a blog mentioning that she talked about honoring different goddesses and worshiping.
Now that I'm reporting on this supposed information, I don't believe that voodoo or any of the other spiritual practices that Solange has reportedly been receiving have anything to do with her condition. Confused, but individuals on the internet appear to think so and aren't afraid to voice their opinions. Some people even backed Solange, saying that nothing about her condition was spiritual and that this can occur to anyone. As a nurse, I would never presume that my patients are suffering from severe, life-altering illnesses, but someone asked how spirituality may cause an autoimmune disease. Because of their belief system, someone else observed, "We are so exhausted sometimes." The woman sometimes disclosed her sickness to help someone else who was coping with it, and we proceeded to speculate about her spiritual practices. However, today I would like to hear your opinions. Please share your opinions in the comment box. What do you think about Solange's chronic illness? Do you think it has anything to do with her alleged witchcraft practices? Down below, and remember to click here to view this additional really disorganized movie.